Rollin with Carolla segment tonight. As everybody knows, most entertainers are liberal, some sincerely, others for career purposes. But there are some rogues, and it seems Tim Allen may be one of them.
Does your family ask you for money when you go back home?
Yes.
Do they? Yeah.
Does that ever work? You know, this folds into the government, doesn't it?
I think it does work.
You can't give people money and help them. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but they're willing to try.
Yeah, they are definitely willing to. Oh God, did you bring up a sore one? Yeah.
Well, why don't you make an announcement right now that you're headed home and you won't be giving any money to anyone?
Well, you know what I look at sometimes? I said rather them than the government.
I see.
You know, you better give your money away before it gets taken.
All right, joining us now from Los Angeles to react, podcast guy Adam Carolla. So is that career suicide for Tim Allen? I mean, he's going up against the liberal orthodoxy.
Well, you have to understand being a politician and being an actor is sort of the same thing. You have to fool people and win them over. And by the way, it's no big deal for Tim Allen. He's got what you call FU money or Buzz Lightyear money, but either way, he's got enough money. He doesn't have to worry about who he offends. But you do have to win over the populace. I mean, we all see what happened to Romney when we found out he was rich and out of touch, and then he wasn't one of us, and then we weren't going to vote for him. It's the same thing with movie stars. That's why do you think Michael Moore has $50 million? Why do you think he dresses like an out-of-work lesbian trucker? I mean, think about it.
I never noticed a lesbian.
Does he own an article of clothing that doesn't have a hood attached to it?
But that's why he has $50 million, because he's got no wardrobe budget, and he doesn't wear shoes.
Maybe, but he also knows if he dressed like the Monopoly man,
he's playing to his crew. Absolutely. He's playing to his crew, trying to be the humble, non-materialistic guy. But Allen's an interesting guy. I think Allen helps himself with those comments because, as you said, he's so successful on television. They're going to hire him anyway, so he's not going to talk himself out of any jobs. And number two, the folks that like him, the working class folks that like him, generally are in tune with his view. So I don't think a guy like Allen gets hurt. Whereas if Alec Baldwin ever said that, oh my God, Allen, you know, he couldn't go down to the Village and walk around and be throwing confetti at him, or whatever, you know?
Right, but it's all part of this sort of new society we're building where if you're rich, you need to be punished. So if you are rich, it's like saying if you're going to walk through a bad neighborhood, don't walk through it dressed like the Monopoly man with a pocket watch on because you're going to get rolled. Well, you're going to be rolled sort of spiritually by our society if you walk around talking about how much money you have.
Yeah, and you're flaunting it. I know that. Except in certain places like Beverly Hills, where you're very, you know, in Los Angeles, or you can do that. All right, now, over Thanksgiving weekend, there was a decline in air traffic, actually a decline from 2011. However, overall travel was up big, which says to me that people are getting fed up with the airlines and they're going to do anything. They'd rather sit in traffic like we're looking at now than go on the plane. Am I wrong?
Well, it's miserable and demoralizing to fly. First off, you know, the movie where Denzel Washington was crashing the plane probably didn't help
Flight,
people.
Yeah. I didn't see that. Was that a good movie?
Billboards.
I didn't see that. Was it good?
Yeah, it was pretty solid. Yeah. But it made you not. It definitely makes you want to get in a minivan and drive to Kansas
or even
time.
hitchhike to Kansas, because Denzel apparently was drunk and on cocaine while he was flying a plane.
They fly themselves. The point is this, and I give them a cultural pass for that, but the point is this. If people, the first class experience is miserable. I flew first class with a woman and her dog, by the way, a heavy-set woman, and a dog was on her lap. I asked, why are you flying with your dog in first class? She said, it's a service dog and it's for anxiety. And 10 minutes later, she drank 2 glasses of wine and was passed out. By the way, she gets to fly with her dog on her lap. I cannot fly with my backpack on my lap because that's dangerous. It needs to be pushed under the seat in front of me or put in the overhead. But she has an actual living animal on top of her while she's passed out. And the first class bathroom is no longer sacred anymore. I watched a cavalcade of people walk from coach through the mosquito net they have now. They used to have a curtain between first class and coach. Now they all pass through it and stinked up my bathroom that I paid an extra $2,000 to use.
So even if you're paying the big bucks to fly first, it's just like a Greyhound bus up there, right? It's the bus on steroids.
It's a microcosm of the society we're now building, which is, hey, rich guy, just because you paid 20 times as much for your ticket doesn't mean you should get anything extra. Why can't I use your bathroom? What is this curtain dividing the haves and the have-nots?
Well, it's going to get worse.
Yes, 1%er.
I understand
What's
the FAA.
that?
It's going to get worse. The FAA under President Obama is going to redistribute the first-class seats. So even though you buy them, other people are going to be sitting in them for, about 20 minutes each. They're going to rotate. And by the way, Carolla is going to be.
Oh, Bill, you missed a good one.
What'd you say?
I said Obama Air.
Obama Air. Oh, Air Obama. Absolutely. Redistribute the first-class seats.
Not bad. All right.
Carolla, by the way, growing a mustache and beard to fill in for Tom Selleck on that cop show. I can't remember the name of it, but you're going to do that, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just called No Time for Backup, and it's me sliding over a continuous car hood. It never ends.
All right, Carolla, I'm sorry I stepped on your good line.